Hey everyone, today we're going to be playing some Slime Rancher, and I will be showing you my fully upgraded ranch. But first let's take a look here inside of our house. We have Beatrix LeBeau, who is the Slime Rancher that we are playing as the player. I love this particular combination color for the backpack because it matches her outfit. So yeah, if you haven't ever played Slime Rancher before or are unfamiliar with it, I'll be using lots of terms that seem quite unfamiliar. So you might want to listen to and watch the playthrough by the Captain Sauce as well as Claire Siobhan. They both play the game from the beginning, whereas I'm going to be jumping in at the end. Here we're at 928 days past the start of this particular save file. That's in-game time, which progresses faster than our time. Specifically, every hour in-game is a minute in the real world. So, anyway, we're going to return to our ranch here and take a look around. So this is one of those games where you slowly build up your ranch over time. And so I've purchased lots of upgrades, and we're going to see exactly what it all can look like when you're done. So throughout you're going to see these various echoes, which I collected from the ancient ruins. So they're going to look really good at night. And so we'll come back and take a look at those later on. But first let's take a look at the slimes. So the slimes are these adorable creatures that you feed, and they make these little plorts like those that that guy made just there, which you can then sell. So essentially you're selling their poop for money, and that's the game, and that money is used to buy the various upgrades that you can see on display here. So in this one we have several pink slimes, pink rock slimes and pink crystal slimes. They have several slime toys, including the rocks. The rock slimes love those. So yeah, it's a nice, fun, happy, relaxing game. I've written about it on my blog, Meticulous Musings, if you want to know some more basics about the game. But yeah, so some of them in there look hungry, so let's feed them some carrots. There you go. See, and over here we have several Mosaic Slimes. We have some Mosaic Hunters, which can turn invisible, as well as some Mosaic Saber Slimes as well. I have their secret style skins on for the Mosaics, and some of the other types as well, which is found in the DLC for the game. Over here we have the Honey Rad Largos. Some of them have various fashion pod accessories on, like the hair bows and the glasses. Some of them have clip-on ties as well. But yeah, over here we have some honey crystal slimes, as well as a saber crystal slime. Not facing us, mind you, but I suppose that's just kind of like seeing animals at the zoo. They're not always facing the audience. But yeah, throughout I have these various Gordos, which are the large versions of different types of slime. So here we have a pink Gordo. Over here we have a Tabby Gordo, and another pink Gordo, this one with the clip-on fashion pod. We have our drones that are going around and doing various things. This one is collecting and selling the plorts on the plort market, which saves me the work of having to do so. As we can see, this one's about to run out of water, so I'll fill that back up. Over here we have some more of the Gordos. Pink one, a Boom Gordo with his glasses on, and then we have another pink Gordo, and a Hunter Gordo. And just like the Hunter Slimes, the Hunter Gordo can turn invisible. And so now we're going to look at the different ranch expansions. So we're going to head over next to the overgrowth. No, first on the way there's a teleporter to Ogden's Retreat. So over here we can see the Boom Mosaic Largos, and they are eating. I have both of the secret styles activated for those, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Over here we have several different kinds of phosphor slimes. They have this little protective shadow casing to protect them from the sunlight. They actually die if exposed to sunlight. So some of them look a little bit hungry, so we're going to take some of these phase lemons and feed it to them. Now they're nice and happy. Then over here we have different tangle Largos, and see this one's hungry. He's a tabby tangle, and so he only eats meat. There we go. And since it's their favorite, we get the different. We get more plorts out of them, since that was a stony hen fed to a Largo of a tabby, and so you get more plorts, which you can then sell. And so yeah, I have these some more drones over here. There we go. Get him back to work. So yeah, throughout the ranch I have these various silos, each of which have 4 sections with 3 slots each that are each filled with 300 either plorts or slime science materials. So yeah, that was an optional kind of achievement in the game that I set for myself, and collected lots and lots of plorts to make that happen. So yeah, and we'll take a look at the teleporters a little later in the video, but I have them set up to go to interesting parts of the map. Over here we have another of our drones, so I'll water them and get them started. Then over here in the overgrowth we have a bunch of the different dervish Largos, and we can have a bunch of different ones in the same pin because I'm playing on casual and there's no threat of the tar slimes. Once again, wake up the drones, which are fun to equip with the different fashion pods. You can also put the fashion pods on the chickens, which is quite fun. But I have some slimes that are just kind of loose and roaming around. I call them the pet slimes, since they're not in any particular enclosure. Over here we have some rock tangle Largos. And yeah, I have a bunch more of the Gordos set up, a gold Gordo. We have a phosphor Gordo, which is lighting up occasionally. Honey Gordo. Over here we have a dervish Gordo and a tangle Gordo. And here we have a mosaic Gordo and some more teleporters. Like I said, I'll come back and show that off a little later in the video. So over here by the docks we have a bunch of Puddle Slimes in the different areas. I have several slime toys that I've collected throughout the playthrough, or purchased more aptly. And yeah, sometimes the slimes will hang out in the ponds until they get hungry and frustrated. So that one's hungry. Will probably eat on its own, or I'll get around to feeding her in a little bit, I suppose. But But yeah, we have these nice little puddle slimes with their glasses on. Kind of look like bifocals because you only see the upper half of them. But yeah, the rad slimes will occasionally just start smiling like that for whatever reason. And because it's the Oka Oka, which is the favorite of the rad slimes, we get double plorts from the Largos there that are part rad. I have a honey tabby. I really like the tabbies. They're my favorite. We have another silo over here, and you can see 300 in each of the slots. Except for the gold, which I only have 15 of those. And we have some more Gordos over here to take a look at. Of course, I have decorations throughout the ranch as well. Here's one that's just to collect all of the loose plorts. Have the mustache on that one. Can't quite see the mouth, it's a bit obscured there. But here we have our Rad Gordo with its radiation bubble. Yeah, you start getting radiation poisoning if you stand too close. And eventually you start losing health. But we're not going to stick in there long enough to watch that. Don't think, anyway. Several more pinks, which I had set up originally with the less efficient Gordo snares. Because, you can't calibrate those exactly to what you want, and so I have a bunch of the pink slimes throughout the ranch, but that's just fine. We have a Quantum Gordo over here. Rock Gordo. And a Crystal Gordo, and I love the crystals coming out of the Gordo there, and especially the one underneath the mouth that looks like a little goatee. See, and then over, we got another drone to activate. I got another silo to show off over here, and all of its full compartments. Various little ornaments I've collected throughout the time I've played on this save file. But yeah, it's just such a beautiful game. You can tell, they put a lot of time into every aspect of the game. The fire flowers are really nice decorations. We're going to head here into the grotto, which is this little cave area. And, oh no, so we have some of our dervish slimes are hungry, and so they've created this little tornado. Now, they're far enough away from everything else that that's not going to really cause that much disruption. I might knock them out of the pin in the meantime, but yeah, the different slimes have different things that happen when they get hungry or angry, which happens when they're hungry. So, we'll go and feed these guys. Well, looks like the auto feeder got to it first. So I guess we'll feed some of the pet slimes that are a little hungry in the meantime. Probably fill up the auto feeder as well. But as you can see in here, the echoes are really showing up quite nicely. But yeah, here I set up one with the clip-on bow tie and one with the hair bow, which, I was thinking about this when playing the game. Neither of the fashion pods use the term bow directly. Oh, getting some radiation from a pink rad Largo. There we go. But yeah, it's the difference between a bow being masculine or feminine is based purely upon the relative position to your head. If it's under your head, then it's a bow tie, and that's considered masculine, but if it's on your head, it's considered feminine, which is a very silly distinction, but nonetheless one that I thought of playing the game here. Of course, that's true for most gender distinctions. But so over here, oh, we have some more hungry slimes. So they're not quite hungry to the point of actually becoming feral, but that's what happens with the hunters. So let's feed them some vegetables, and oh, already got some in the backpack here. But yeah, the hunter crystal largos are just absolutely beautiful. And again, you can, well, when they're visible and facing you, which is not now, but will happen eventually here. You'll see it also looks like they have a little goatee as well. Okay, come on. Okay, you're hungry too, I can tell. Come on, there you go. Okay. There we go. We're getting a good view now. So, getting kind of a good view. But yeah, they also like to kind of rest on your head or shoulder there as well. So. But yeah, it's just, you can spend so much time in this game just kind of watching the slimes, you know, and bounce around and such. But yeah, there you go. You can see the goatee there. So yeah, we'll activate some of our drones, not by pelting them with vegetables, but by pelting them with water. There we go. So yeah, we have another silo here, which you can see 300 of the various things that I have stored. So yeah, enough time has passed that we're going to see the echoes quite well in the next area, which is Mochi's Manor. So yeah, you can see the Rad Tabby Largos here. And yeah, the echoes throughout as well. The fire slimes next to the incinerator. Oh yeah, this is great. So you can see around all the silos I put kind of a ring of the different colored echoes, and you can see the echoes placed along the side as well. I placed all of those individually. Took an awful long time, but very, very beautiful result. We have the pink tabby largos down here, and so if you go into their pen, they're gonna bounce around you like a playful kitten. And then over here we have the fire slimes. Give them some more ash. Probably a bit more than that as well. And yes, okay, nope, that's it. So yeah, in the different areas I like to have chickens free roaming because they just increase automatically, so long as you don't have too many carnivorous slimes that are just kind of loose that can dwindle the population. Got some puddles here as well, or at least the one. Might be another one under the bridge, let's see. Nope, just looks like one, so. But yeah, I've spent a lot of time in this game in all of the different modes, but the casual is quite fun because you don't have any tar interrupting just the peaceful background music that you can hear now. And you can have a bunch more types of slimes in a much smaller area. So yeah, we've already gone this way. Let's head out the back way. Then if you go out of the grotto back here, you head towards the lab. And you can see all the echoes again that I've set up in the different spots of all the different colors. Kind of looks like a bunch of Christmas lights around everything. Just beautiful at night. So here we got some more tabby largos. Then over here we have some honey tangle Largos that are just very beautiful as well, with the the different vibrant colors there. And so yeah, I have a bunch of chickens loose in this area, and somewhere I have a couple or a few of the just regular base hunter slimes, but they turn invisible, and so they are hard to find. I imagine we'll run into one of them eventually, but in the meantime I'm going to collect a few chickens because we're going to head into the next area where they will be needed. But yeah, again, you can see the different echoes there along the side of the lab. Oh yeah, some more silos as well, with 300 plorts of the different types. At some point we'll see the hunter slimes, probably not right now. Can I get these chickens? Maybe. Yeah, they get stuck in the nooks and crannies here behind the crates in the lab, and they just kind of get stuck, so. But yeah, I think we have more than enough to go to the next area here. So yeah, this is Victor's lab, and here I have a bunch of pet slimes that are exclusively carnivorous, or partially carnivorous, such that it cannot sustain its own self-replicating chicken population, because they all get eaten before that can happen. So I have to feed them myself, which is just fine. I've collected a bunch of the slime science materials and just kind of put them loose to just kind of see what they look like. And the boom slimes explode, and they go everywhere. But yeah, with the glass shards, several of the different materials kind of twinkle, and they do so in unison, so it looks really fascinating when you just kind of have them all laid out like that. We have the jelly stones and the wild honey, the manifold cubes, the pepper jams, primordi oil, the royal jellies, the strange diamonds. Again, they twinkle in unison, which is fascinating. Something you can easily do in a game, I suppose. But not particularly in real life, I imagine. Various spiral steams, slime fossils, and the silky sands, again, twinkling in a kind of unison there. And the indigonium as well. So, okay, who needs to be fed? We have our Tabby Saber Largos. Yep, that one's hungry. Yep, that's a hunter slime that turned feral. At least, their Largos do, at least. The small ones don't, for whatever reason. And these notes form a song that I have placed together. The notes come from the Twinkle Slimes, which come out only once a year. Okay, here we go. Got a hunter tangle, exclusively carnivorous, and that's the last one, so you better get it. Yeah, it looks like she did. So, okay. Yeah, I have lots of pet slimes in this area, just like the dogs. And actually, no pins in this area. Some more echoes. Okay, come on, what are you? Yep, you're exclusively carnivorous, so I can't expect you to just hunt for yourself because there aren't enough chickens. So I'll be back with one for our Tabby Hunter Largo. Not gonna need too many more, but So yeah, we're already at the turn of the next day here. So we've been 24 in-game hours, which is, I think, 24 real-world minutes. So that gives me an idea of how long the save file is already. And we might actually have to come back and see the rest of the echoes another time. Not quite for sure where that one went. That was just here. And, okay, yep, the game is saving at this point, so it's a little janky there. There she is. There we go. And fed. Let's throw a few more of those out there. So, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to... Oh yeah, and some more silos over here. Filled up. Getting some of the different ornaments that I have placed as well. Some more of the slime science materials strewn about. So we're going to turn off the music and just have the sound, and that will allow me to play the song that I made. I didn't write it, but I assembled it, I suppose. Let's see, that's a little quiet, so we'll turn that up. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, gonna try to get you out of the way here. Yeah, I have a mod on that allows me to pick up the Largos directly. So yeah, the pet slimes get in the way and activate the notes at different times, so that kind of messed it up, but you got a good sense of what the song was. Either you've guessed it at this point or perhaps not, but we'll do the end run here one more time. There you go. But yeah, that is Fuck Her Gently by Tenacious D. So yeah, we have all the ports just strewn out, so we're going to activate some of the drones here. But yeah, I totally see how in Slime Rancher Let's Plays, the videos just end up being so long because you always think of little extra things you want to do and you think you're so close to doing the next thing, so... But yeah, so it's daytime again. So let's check out some of the teleporters. So this one I've set out to the moss blanket. Yeah, I'm going to perhaps get some of the names of the different wild areas wrong here. But I have the slime ball hoop set up, and we'll do that in another video. And then I also have different Gordos that I have set up in the wild as well. We have a crystal one here and a rad one here. Quantum one. It's kind of close to where the quantum area is adjacent in the map. The honey and the boom as well. I don't think that was the boom Gordo. I think there's a boom one nearby. Yep, right there. That'd be the one. Okay, you're hungry. Let's feed you. Even though you're not mine, you're just wild. But eat it before the Tabby does. Come on. There we go. Nope, you're still hungry. Wow, you must have been really hungry then. So yeah, here's where the other teleporter comes out. And so yeah, we're back here at the lab area. We'll activate our drones once again. Okay, yep, you're set up to feed them, so I'll do that so I don't have to. But yeah, there's so many just different color packs that you can change the color of your house or your vac gun or the technology. I like the combination we have at the moment. But yeah, there's so many to choose from. That one just had 2 ports to sell. So yeah, let's look at some more of the teleporters. We'll do that, and then I think by the nighttime we'll come back and look at the echoes in the other areas. So this one I have set up to an area where you have a bunch of feral slimes spawn. And so, oh yeah, I have some pet, just of the small base tabby slimes as well. Yep, so you can put the fashion pods on the chickens. But yeah, we're going to collect some of the chickens and we're going to feed them to some of the feral slimes. I have it set up to the tabby feral area, the one area on the map with feral tabby Largos. Yeah, I have just enough pet slimes over here that they don't depopulate the area of the self-replicating chicken population. But yep, see, they're popping up and they're angry. Yep, now there's already some chickens here from the last time I was here. Yep, and they're feral and they try to eat you because you are technically meat. But I have lots of health since I've upgraded a lot. But let's feed you. Feed the tabbies. There you go, come on. You go from so angry to so happy. Of course, even when they're happy, the rocks can hit you, even though they're tabbies and they're just looking to play. Oh, did I not bring enough chickens? Wow, okay. Don't want to deplete the entire chicken population on that area of the ranch, but you get the idea. This is something that you can do. And actually, if you come at night, there's a lot more of the ferals that spawn. So, but yeah, started from a relatively angry area to a relatively happy one at the end. So, as you can see, I'd collected not quite enough of the echoes to have that be a full arch there. And then a lot of... Oh, I'll turn the background music back on. And then a lot of the other ones, my health will gradually come back over time here. But a lot of the other teleporters go to the different areas that have ponds and pools and things. So this is a nice little area here in the glass desert. With a bunch of pools for the slimes. So you have to water the drones every day to keep them activated. Oh, and here's the #1 slime little platform, and it rotates them around so you can get a really good view of them. But they get stuck on there and then they become hungry because they can't get off. Or they can get off and just choose not to, I suppose. But okay, now jump back on there. Yep. See? Yep, now she's happy. Boop. Nice. So we got another one here to the moss blanket. Yeah, I think I set this one up because it's kind of close to the to one of the vault areas here that open up at the end of the game. There's another area that has a bunch of wild Tabby slimes, and again, another area that's very beautiful at night, which we're going to see here pretty soon when the phosphors show up. But we'll take a look at another teleporter in the meantime. Over here, we are in the ancient ruins, and we have a present. So we have a little ornament in this one. So we'll open it. What do we got? A victory ornament. That's okay. Haven't had one of those before. Ooh. Oh, that's for the achievements. Okay. Interesting. I'll put the Tabby back. And another little nice pond area. But yeah, the ancient ruins, kind of a fan theory is that this was a base of a bunch of ranch plots from like an ancient civilization that is essentially doing the exact same thing that you are, but a lot earlier. I don't know. It is so close to the in-game canon that that's largely implied, but I suppose that's not necessarily a given. But yeah, you can see the different Gordos I set up here. We have the Quantum. You can see kind of phasing in and out like the Quantum Slimes do. Tabby. We have a Phosphor. Lights up. Yep, just like that. And you can see that's the little echoes just appear like that, and you can collect them, or you can with the different kind of mining or extracting technologies you can build in the lab as well. So yeah, so now it's getting a little closer to night, and you can see the echoes a bit better here in the overgrowth. Little birds flying around that little platform area there. And then they're gone, because I guess it's nighttime. Oh, and you can see the little fireflies there. Take another look at the Gordos I have set up over here. And oh yeah, we're going to look over here at night, so you can kind of see some of the phosphors popping up. I think it's late enough to see that. Yep, you can see the little phosphors over here. But yeah, when they're happy, they're really happy, and when they're hungry, they're really hungry. And the ferals are really angry at it. They put a lot of effort into making the emotions of the slimes really clear, which also tells you, how hungry they are and how many plorts they can make based upon how much you have to feed them. So yeah, we're back here in the main area of our ranch, and you can see the different echoes that I have set up quite well. The little rings are nice because you can just stand in one spot and just kind of move around and put them out there. And then I have a bunch of them kind of surrounding the different walls. You have a bunch of yellow ones, then a bunch of green ones and the like. Get those from the apiaries. If I remember correctly anyway. And then we haven't seen Mochi's Manor at night, I don't believe. Or if we did, yeah, it might have been night when I came here last, but yeah, it's again, it just looks so pretty. Oh, come on, the fire slimes need some more produce to burn. We'll collect some for them. We have to figure out where to put the ornament next. Might put it in the lab where I've collected a bunch of ornaments, or I can kind of put it in one of the areas that doesn't have quite as many. Wow, you need a lot more. We have a honey hunter over here. There you go, that's a bit better. See, I have some ornaments over here, maybe? Yeah, I got some over here. Yeah, we'll put it in the lab. I think it'll look good there. Let's see if we looked at the echoes by the docks yet. Yeah, I don't think we were. If we have, we can do it again. There's no problem in that. Oh yeah, you can see the blue and the yellow and around the walls as well. Oh, and then I did this on the bridge too. This is a message from Hobson, previous owner of the ranch. We'll read this one. A view of the sea really reminds you of our greater purpose, Beatrix. The sea was the first great unknown, and then space, and then whatever is beyond all that. That need to see what's beyond the next corner is in my bones, and since you're out here, I reckon it's in yours too. Though I suppose you could be out here because you like the fresh air, or you prefer the untamed beauty of this land, or maybe it's because you're looking to leave something far behind you. Sure is the way to do it. Doesn't get much further than this. So, there's that. He has those scattered throughout the map, and it's a way of kind of building a story into what is a relatively open-ended game that you can do kind of whatever you want. You can explore, you can build your ranch, you can do both. You can, make all of the different combinations of the slimes, which was most of my playthrough time in the main modes of the game. Activate some of our drones along the way. Take a look at the echoes here in Ogden's retreat. Some more of the ornaments. The green ones all kind of look nice together. But it's neat when you have a bunch of different echoes that you can kind of alternate. It makes it look really nice and full. Don't think I said anything up in the wilds, which is where all the saber slimes are. So don't really have anything to show you there that you wouldn't just find in your own playthrough of the game. But yeah, we have one more teleporter, which we'll head out to next. And then I think that'll be it for now. I mean, I do have an idea to do another Let's Play of Slime Rancher where I try to get not necessarily beat my high score, but to come somewhat close to my high score in Slime Ball. I haven't seen that done by any of the other YouTubers who have played through the game. At least gotten nearly as close or at least nearly as high of a score as I have. That's not symmetrical. Now, how do I make this work? I can put it up top. Then you can't quite see it straight on. Might just have it out by itself. There we go. That's a hunter. Yep, hunter dervish. And you're hungry again. Okay. But you eat fruit, so like you have food there, but I'll feed you anyway. Okay. There you go. Yeah, the victory ornament. Yeah, that's the symbol for the different achievements. Have that right there, and you can kind of see it against the background of the lab. Looks quite nice. And yeah, let's look at some of the teleporters. Or I guess the last one anyway. So we have the drone heading here to the market link, and we'll sell a couple plorts there as well. Get 16 apiece for the phosphor plorts. This little tiny pond here comes with the built-in map. So here is one more area of the wilds, and so it's out by this little pond over here. And it's home to a wide variety of different slimes. We've got a boom tabby there, exclusively carnivorous. So a little hard to feed, just like a lot of my carnivorous slimes in the Victor's lab. But yeah, that's the last of the areas. And let's see if there's any. Oh, there's what just a little of the hunter slimes look like. I'm not sure where mine went. Yep, and then it ate a plort and it became feral because the hunter Largos are automatically feral. But yeah, so. And we might see if we can find one of our own little hunters there. I'm not quite for sure where they went. Again, when they can turn invisible, it's hard to find them. But yeah, we're pretty close to wrapping this up, and yeah, we'll come back for the slime ball one whenever I get around to it. And in the meantime, I'll figure out how long it's going to take me to edit this to make it look the way I want and post it, and probably be some time between when I record and when it actually gets uploaded. But yeah, a bunch of the chickens. Yo, there. Are you stuck? You look like you're stuck. You're hungry, so you've been stuck there for a while. Okay. Get as many of the chickens out as we can. Now they're just stuck in the crates. Yeah, the hunter slime was trying to get the chickens, and then it got stuck himself. So that's quite a few. We'll put you here. Yeah, you can see the hungry face on him, but because he's just a little guy, he doesn't turn feral. Pelt him with chickens. Pelt him with food. Eat. Come on. Yeah, he might not be hungry anymore. Nope. Yeah. Boop. is not quite the fully full expression that the hunters normally have, but he's not hungry at the moment, so that's good enough. So yeah, that is the fully upgraded ranch. So yeah, this is the first Let's Play video that I've made. I have an idea for a couple more. I'm pretty much just reserving my ideas at this point to things that I haven't seen anyone else do that I'm particularly good at or have something kind of interesting and new to show in different games. So with that, I think I will let you go, and until next time, have a good day.